I do what I do.
Or Plymouth Rock. It was San Miguel de Guadalupe. Okay, founded in 1529 by a Spanish explorer named Lucas Vasquez de Ayllon. And this little European settlement, it was located in what is now South Carolina, or Georgia, somewhere up in there. And it was an attempt by the Europeans or the Spain to colonize the mainland of what would become the United States. And it wasn't the last time. So along with the settlers, Ayllon, spelled Ayllon, brought approximately 100 enslaved Africans, not citizens, not homeboys, not partners, but human cargo to build this colony. There were no passive victims. There was warriors, there were farmers, there were craftsmen who were forcibly taken from their homes in Africa, but not stripped of their will to fight. They were in a strange land, okay? You see? And what was going on is the Spanish were clashing. Their egos were clashing. And they were dying. And the Africans saw their moment. You see? See, the conditions in San Miguel de Guadalupe quickly deteriorated. Disease ravaged the Spaniards. Their supplies ran low. The colony was disorganized and chaotic. But amidst that crumbling dream of this Spanish crown, the enslaved Africans said, oh, time for rebellion. You see? The first known of its kind in North America. You understand me? The San Miguel de Guadalupe uprising. They seized the opportunity, they rose up, they turned on their enslavers, and they killed several of the colonials. They then, defying every expectation of their captors, the African slave, these black people escaped into the surrounding wilderness. And they sought refuge with the local Native American tribes. In some accounts, they were welcomed and integrated into the Native communities. You understand? And they formed alliances, and that lasted for generations. These Africans literally were adopted into these Native American communities down in Georgia and Florida and South Carolina. But nevertheless, as you can imagine, the Spanish colony, it collapsed after because of disease, rebellion, environmental hardship. It just ended as a quick demise. You see what I'm saying? They had to come try to claim the New World, but it was the Africans who wrote the first chapter of resistance in this land. And so this is just the first one. This is 1526. You understand me, family? Now let's slide forward a couple of hundred years to 1712 in New York City. Some of you all don't realize that New York City had slaves too. Even after the Civil War, they had slaves. Okay? Well, before, I should say, right before. And we're not talking about cotton fields of the South. That's not the only thing that defines slavery. They had slavery in the North. They outlawed it. Okay? They outlawed it. But here we are in the heart of the colonial New York City, the cobblestone streets, some of you all in New York are still walking along these streets. And you had enslaved Africans. And these people in 1712, in 1741, waged the earliest and most unnerving riots or revolts in American history. They were not the plantations of Virginia or sugar mills of the Caribbean. This was urban battlefield, and the enemy wasn't just slavery. It was the illusion of northern innocence. See, the first uprising came on the night of April 6, 1712. You sleeping, you there chilling and having a good time. Next thing you know, bam, it's on. See, at that time, Black people made up about 20% of the city's population, and the tensions were rising. See, that night around 24, 25, 24 Black folks, okay, who are from the Akan and the Congo nations, which is a little below Nigeria, they made a stand, okay? They did it near a pine forest in Maiden Lane, not far from Wall Street, where Wall Street stands right now. They carried guns, they carried hatchets, they carried knives, and after setting fire to some buildings near Broadway, right? That same Broadway that you all travel down. They ambushed some white folks who rushed in to try to extinguish the blaze. So they set a trap for them. They set some stuff on fire, set some buildings on fire. And when the white folk came in to try to put the fire out, they unalived 9 of them, okay? And wounded 6. So they set them up. That was treacherous. Can you imagine? Keep in mind, most of the stuff was created out of wood back then. So if one part of the city caught fire, the rest of it would. You see? Nevertheless, the response to that was swift. Though they put up a citywide manhunt, and 72 black people were arrested, and 21 of them were executed. They literally burned them alive. Right? Some of them were hung. One man, he was tied to a chain and left to starve. Another, so you know, they had to try to set an example. And then three decades later, 1741, fear turned to hysteria. Again, these people were afraid. You understand? They were on edge. It was a cold winter. It was hit hard. Food prices were high, and the resentment once again boiled beneath the surface between the rich and the poor whites, and the black enslaved. You know, and the fire started again. Some mysterious arson happened. The governor's mansion was nearly destroyed. The fort that they had burned up. Mind you, they needed that fort. They needed that fort to keep them Indians at bay. You see, it was a black man named Caesar. He had a reputation as being a skilled and a fierce intellectual. You see? And he was accused of masterminding the plot. This is 1741, before the country was even founded. All right, they even held some trials. And it is fueled by, they forced some confessions out of some people. 160 people were arrested, over 100 black men and women, and a few poor whites, because the poor whites they had back then hadn't been duped by the successful whites like they have now. They realized they were being treated just as bad as the black folks. But nevertheless, they end up lynching 30 black people, and 13 were burned at the stake, and 70 were banished from the colony. Caesar, of course, as he was a ringleader, he was executed. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. That wasn't it. Okay? That was, and some of you guys I'm sure you all have heard of the Stoner Rebellion. How many of y'all have heard of the Stono Rebellion? STNO Rebellion. My name is Dennis Spurling. I'm an attorney here in Houston, Texas. My mandate is to be an advocate for black men. Dennis Spurling got the mic on fire. I'm a black father, I have black sons. Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talking night. Every episode brings a light. Subscribe. My voice, my wisdom. Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every it's cold outside. Listen, King coming. Drop some coins in the collection plate. All right, let me roll out. Comment below, let's start the chat. Insight so deep, like we said. Together vibing, no need to wait. Dennis Spurling always first. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. Hit the light, won't you dare. Share the love, deep, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Yeah, they pay so tricky. Some of y'all can't help it. Some of y'all can't help tricking. Some of y'all got a soft spot for her. You enjoy the ride, come say hi. Catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits, always in sight. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare.
this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate.
Donation. I thought it was the track.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
You know that.
What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. Black man talk, pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something and you earn something. And let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Holly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, vote and earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you've been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you've been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you've been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you've been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.